Cardiff City versus Cheltenham Town in the Carabao Cup. The Bluebirds are flying high. Brian Barry Murphy's team are unbeaten this season. They have a 100% record at home. They've only conceded 1 goal from open play, which was in this competition. They have just coming off the back of a perfect week. A stoppage time winner away at Wimbledon, and then a controlled 1-0 victory versus Luton Town at Kenilworth Road, with Chris Willock providing the quality to separate the sides. That's 4 wins, a draw in the league for Cardiff City, with a cup win over Swindon Town already in the bag. Momentum is a real thing, and the Bluebirds are absolutely flying at the start of this season. But let's set up the cup context. Round 1, Cardiff beat Swindon Town 2-1. Kean Ashford, Ruben Colwell on the score sheet, and Brian Barry Murphy rotated a couple, but he was pretty smart with it. He went pretty strong. Cheltenham booked a victory with a 2-0 win in the previous round. Both clubs have earned it. They're there. Now it comes down to the depth of the squads, the execution, and how much they want to rotate. When you look at the opposition snapshot, Cheltenham Town, managed by Michael Flynn, and they are rebuilding after relegation to League 2. In the league, they have stuttered a little bit. Defeat to Barnet at the weekend. You can expect them to treat this as a free hit. Have a bit of cup swagger. It's a no-lose situation for them. In particular, young Archer is an excellent player. Really good on the ball. Pacey. He's a genuine threat. Really skillful. He's been playing as a number 10 or a cam, but predominantly he's a winger. He is a player who, at his best, could really trouble Cardiff City. They've used a back 3 in the Exeter Cup win. In the previous round, they switched shapes, and then when they went back to the league, they went back to a back 4. So I think you've got to keep an eye on Michael Flynn's setup, because he could go with 3 at the back, he could go with 4. It'll be an interesting one. Regarding the team news for the Bluebirds, an unfortunate headline with Ollie Tanner out for 4 months. David Turnbull also went off at the weekend, although it's believed to be a precaution, hopefully so for him, because he's found a real good bit of form. Perry NG and Alex Robertson are back in training, though. That is massive for the Bluebirds. Particularly in Robertson's case, you feel that he could really excel under Brian Barry Murphy and this system, and we could really see the best of him in a blue shirt. That will boost the Bluebirds. And even if this one comes a touch too soon for Robertson, I do expect Perry NG to be in and around the starting 11. He was on the bench at the weekend, which suggests he's ready. So I'd have him in. But I'd expect Brian Barry Murphy to rotate. There's a couple of players in desperate need of a rest, because we don't really have the backup for them in terms of a direct replacement. Swindon Town, he trusted the squad. I'm sure he'll do similar. Cheltenham, fitness permitting, they'll likely lean on the cup winning spine. I think Joel Day is staying goal. They might go with a 3 at the back, and they'll go with Miller as the outlet up top. Form hasn't quite clicked in the league for them, but a cup performance against Exeter, it did have energy, and it had a good clean structure and excellent set piece delivery. If they can achieve that at Cardiff again on Tuesday, I think that they could cause the Bluebirds a few dangerous moments, so the Bluebirds will have to be switched on. In terms of predicted 11 for Cardiff, I'm going to give you what I would go with, simply because I think it's too difficult to pick a predicted 11 for a rotation side. I think Matthew Turner comes in goal. I think I'm half thinking he might go with Chambers and NG at centre back, but I think we've got to give Joel Bagan some time off. We've got to give him some minutes off the pitch. I would like to see young Mafiko have a chance at the number 6. The manager spoke so highly of him in a post-match press conference a couple of weeks ago as an elite number 6. I would love to see him get the opportunity to show that. However, I expect him to be at left back. We haven't got any other options unless we go really into the young players. I wouldn't mind seeing Will Spears come in at right back if NG was going to play centrally. If not, Chambers alongside Fish or Lawler, it will be in the centre-back pairing. Central midfield, Eli King, I think, gets some minutes. And then it's a pick of who you've got. Is Alex Robertson fit? Joel Colwell, Ruben Colwell. I would rest Ruben. I think he's played a lot of minutes. We haven't really got a direct replacement for his skill set, so we'd give him a break. Isaac Davis is another one I would like to see start. And will he keep Chris Willock in the side and allow Chris Willock to get that bit of momentum and really start to show what he can do in a Cardiff shirt? How can Cardiff hurt Cheltenham? Press and rest defence. Luton and Wimbledon both struggled to play through Cardiff's first line. Cardiff won the ball high up time and time again. Luton simply couldn't cope with it, and Cardiff posted possession figures of 62 plus in both games, and that is incredible for an away performances. They can replicate that front half press, and they can lock the centre down, and then I think they'll be able to trap Cheltenham by there in the transition, winning the ball high up the pitch. Obviously, if Ruben Colwell is in the side, he's going to be the danger man. But there are others who have been doing very well. Kean Ashford, Chris Willock, among others. Callum Robinson looked a bit more like himself on the weekend. I expect Yusuf Salic to get a chance, though. In terms of prediction, it's a difficult one because you never quite know how sides will be rotated and stuff. But I'm going to go with Cardiff City to continue their momentum, continue with their 100% home record, and I'm going to go with a 3-1 victory. Let me know what you think in the comments. What's your predicted score? More importantly, what's your predicted lineup? Who would you rotate out of this Cardiff side? Who would you give a rest to? This has been Si. This is Dragon Sports. Make sure you subscribe for all the latest Welsh sports news.